I'm doing Death vs. Heard, celebrity news, Little Manson once in a while, and in this mix has been Ezra Miller, who's been in the news, getting in trouble for at least a year now, maybe a little bit more. And it seems like Ezra will not settle down, and it also seems like finally Ezra might be getting kicked out of the role as the Flash, which a lot of people thought he should, because obviously, if Johnny Depp was kicked out of the Jack Sparrow role for only allegations, which we now know were false, well, I think Ezra should be kicked out for actually doing some bad things. Let's see what we got here. Ezra Miller is apparently on the outs with Warner Bros. Discovery amid a termless time. A new report suggests this is the embattled actor's last outing as DC's fastest superhero. The Flash star is said to be getting the boot after this final time starring as Barry Allen in the yet-to-be-released flick, which is already in the can, meaning they won't reprise the role going forward in the DCEU. This according to Deadline, which seems to have softened its position, but is still suggesting they're a goner, meaning Ezra is a goner. And here's a tweet from Deadline Hollywood. Here's what Deadline first said about Miller's future. In David Zaslav's plan to make DC an explosively successful division like Marvel under his newly structured studio with its own new boss, the non-binary identifying Miller, we hear is simply not a part of those plans going forward in the future universe, regardless if there are more allegations or not. Deadline has since revised its story to read, sources said even if no more allegations surface, the studio won't likely keep Miller in the Flash role in future DC films. That would mean replacing him in the future, but there is still a $200 million investment on the line with the first film, and Warner Bros. Execs have to be cringing at each new press report. Wow. Warner Brothers can really pick some great people to represent them, can't they? They take Amber Heard for Mera, they take Miller for the Flash, and both of these people are constantly doing bad things and making negative headlines.
Tell me your name and your badge number.
This is where Miller just kept yelling at the cop.
Get off the road.
Central 131.
Indeed, they hedged on the off chance Warner Bros. Keeps them around, but by most accounts, including from other reporters who say they've confirmed the news, it appears Ezra's next. Essentially, Warner is praying no more negative headlines emerge about Ezra Miller, but on the issue of ones that have surfaced thus far, a source told Deadline, essentially, Warner is praying no more negative headlines emerge about Ezra Miller, but on the issue of the ones that have surfaced thus far, a source told Deadline, there's no winning in this for Warner Bros. Just like Aquaman 2, no matter what happens now, going to be less profitable. This is an inherited problem for Zaslav. The hope is that the scandal will remain at a low level before the movie is released and hope for the best to turn out. That's all they can do. For Flash, now also Aquaman. Just hope for the best. The saga is far from over. Not only have the parents of 18-year-old activist Takata Iron Eyes filed for a protection order against them, albeit without success as they can't find Ezra to serve them, but a second protective order was reportedly issued this past week in favor of the mother of a 12-year-old child out in Massachusetts who has her own claims against them. When they say them, they mean Miller. Just gotta clear that up because sometimes it's slightly confusing. Amid all this chaos, Miller reportedly posted a series of memes. And amid this chaos, Miller actually posted memes about it. Kind of odd and definitely distasteful. The girl, however, that Ezra's accused of grooming is saying nothing's wrong, so there is that there that has to be said. Anyway, looks like Warner Bros. Has one big mess. I won't be watching The Flash or Aquaman 2 whatsoever. It won't be a thought. I'll check out the box office and be looking forward to the destroyed profits just a little bit because they got to stop hiring people like this. And they got to admit when their actors are wrong and they made a mistake in hiring them. That's what I say, especially with Amber Heard. They got to say, we were wrong. We're sorry, Johnny. We apologize. Something like that. If not, what's the point? Might as well just not see the movies if they've got the wrong attitude anyway. Let me know what you think down below. Doing pop culture, celebrity news, stuff like that. Little Manson once in a while. If you subscribe here, you'll get videos, little humor. And if you don't subscribe, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it, make a new video. Something like that. Rant over for now. See you next time. No, that's an ugly ad that just popped up, but we're finished here, so no biggie.